Hello, it's Javon. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be teaching you how to draw and paint in American football. Let's get started. You need a canvas. You can use whatever size you want. You can go really big, you can go tiny, okay? Let's do it. Something to put your paint on. So I just use a paper plate because I'm throwing this away when I get done, okay? We need some raw sienna, some white, and some black. I'm gonna keep it simple. Throw in a pop of color that you like. Represent your favorite team.
Represent his favorite team.
Okay, I don't know what team this color is, but I like the color.
You're gonna need some brushes. A small one, a medium one, and a large. Some water, okay? Paper towel. Something to sketch with. I'm using chalk for the sake of the video. A regular pencil will be just fine. Let's get started. I'm going to paint the entire canvas a brown, okay? I'm just not gonna do just straight brown. I'm just gonna mix a little white in with it so that it's not just super just brown, but just go like literally fill this canvas up with this brown and white mixture, okay? I usually start at the top and I work my way down. It's no right or wrong way to paint this part. Okay, just get that thing filled up.
Super simple, guys. Just paint the entire canvas, whatever size you decided to choose is fine. And I'm gonna need more paint.
You notice that your brush is a little dry, just get a little water on the brush and that should make your brush strokes a little smoother. Okay, you can also paint your sides at this time if you want. And we need this canvas to be completely dry before we move on to our next step. Now that our canvas is completely dry, it's time to sketch out our football image. Grab your pencil. I'm gonna grab some chalk because it's easier for you guys to see. So we'll start, let's find the very center of our canvas. So down the middle and across the middle. So that's the very center of our canvas. At the top, about 2, maybe an inch and a half. We're gonna just start making a mark there. That's gonna be the very top of the football. Let's do the same thing for the bottom. It's maybe like a centimeter and do a curve. So we know that the football has top and the bottom, the 2 sides. So 2 sides, maybe like 2.5 inches from the side. Okay, you can mark there, and we'll do the same thing for the other side. Okay, that's the basic guidelines for the shape of the football. Now let's connect those lines. Okay, on the top, nice oval shape. Let's do the same thing for the other side. And now the bottom. Okay, that looks good. So there's the top of the football where it has the 2 white stripes. We're gonna go ahead and make those markings for those. It's about 2.5 inches down. And then another marker. So the white stripe will go there and there. And let's go ahead and do the same thing for the bottom. About 1.5 inches from here, actually. Okay. 2 markers, and the strip is about 1.5 inches. So that's going to be a white strip. So now let's connect those to the ends of the ball image we have here. So a little marking there and there. Another one here and here. That's where they'll end. And now let's just connect those. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect because this is going to be like abstract, you know. We want it to look really artsy. Okay, let's do the next one. A little marking there. It's a little bit further down. And the same one is a little bit further down. Marking there. Same on the other side. And now let's connect. This football has some strings in the middle, and I counted them. There were 8. And so we're going to put 4 up top and 4 down at the bottom. The center of our football is about right there. So we're going to have 4, like almost like shoestring, like strings up top and at the bottom. So we're going to ignore that marking. We're going to start at the top with these little arches this way. 4 up top, 4 down at the bottom, okay? So that's 1, and the top part will be there. Now we'll connect those at the end with a little arch. Do the same thing for the next one up. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. At the bottom, we'll do the same. That's our next pair of lines, and then curve them in an arch at the end. Curve them at the ends. Another one. Top. And curve at the end. All right. Now we're going to do the bottom 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We will do, it's almost less of a curvy line. It's almost straight. And then connect that curve at the ends. Do another pair. Connect. Another pair. Connect. And our last pair. And connect. There's also a line going down the very center. Let's go ahead and sketch that out. Find the center top and match it up with the center bottom of the football. And I'm gonna do a light sketch, and then once I see that it's good, I'm going to make it more visible. So there's also this string, so it kind of curves, goes around, and da-da-da-da. Same thing on the opposite side, so it just mirrors the opposite side. So we're going to start at the top, we're going to curve out, and on that first string there, that's going to be our curve in, okay? And we're going to connect that. When we get down to one of the middle ones, it's going to curve out a little bit more. Let's connect that. It's going to curve in a little bit down at the bottom too, out. And then just connect those, okay? And then the very bottom that curves out and down. And we're just going to do that, mirror that on the other side. Mirroring that, connecting, comes in here. connecting, comes out here, connected, comes back in about right here, connected, and then our little arch up here. Bring it down there. The string that's in the very middle, I'm just gonna draw it straight down, but of course it's gonna be hidden underneath the shoestring. So that's both sides. So we can just draw it straight down, or you can skip, but I'm just gonna erase it later. Figure out where I want it down here, and then draw that line straight down. Do the same thing for the other side. Now I'm gonna erase my chalk lines that I know I'm not gonna trace. Grab a small brush, wet it with a little water, and begin to erase. So I don't want that line there, and I don't want these in here, because these will be on top. Our next step, we'll take our small brush and dip it in black paint, and we're gonna outline this entire football sketch we just did, okay? Make sure your brush is nice and wet, especially if you did it with chalk. It gets really dry. And just outline that line, the sketch line we just drew. This doesn't have to be perfect, y'all, because we are going to make this look very, it's almost like we're gonna mess it up. Your paint is too dry, add a little bit of water. Okay, now that we have that done, we're going to paint in our shadowy areas and then our lighted areas on the football to show that it's round. So we'll have some highlighted spots and some darker areas, and we'll have our darker area on this side, and our light source will be coming from the top right, so that will give us where our lights will go. And we're keeping this very simple. Get your brown that you used for the background. Get your medium brush and add just a little bit of black to it to darken it, like that. And we're going to start a shadowy area over here. Okay. Just go in on that. Down here. That's going to be painted white, so you can skip that if you want. start coming in, you can use just the brown color. You don't have to go all the way over, but you want to go over a little bit with just brown, just the brown. See how it does that? You want to see your brush strokes, okay? Blend that all in, bring it around the bottom, adding just brown here, just brown, okay? Okay. Now we're going to show our highlighted area. So it's just going to be brown with a little bit of white. So take your brown, a little bit of white, and there'll be a light spot on this side of the football, okay? Curving that around. We're going to come up through here. And it's okay if you go outside the lines. We're going to paint over most of that. Okay? Light spot here. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. We want to see the brush strokes. Straight brown to blend it in to where the middle is. Straight brown. And blend that in that way. Y'all see me? Straight brown to do that blending in. Okay, now that we have that done, our next step is to paint our white strip here on the football at the top and at the bottom. So I'm just going to use straight white, even though there's a little brown on my brush. Straight white, and I want to paint that strip right now. Leave that center line. Yep. Since my shadowy area is over here, I'm adding a little bit of brown to that side there. A little bit of brown. And now let's go down to the bottom. Fill in that strip there. Leave that center line there. This is my shadowy area. So I'm gonna add a little brown to that side. Okay. Now it's time to paint our white strings on the ball. I'm gonna use my small brush this time, and I'm going straight in with the white. And I'm gonna start at the top, just fill in those shapes we made. With straight white. Also fill in the white line down the middle while you're at it. shadowy areas where the string is. So I'm gonna go in with my black paint so we can get the underneath to show that that's like a darker area, and also where the string goes into the ball on both sides. So just darken up where the curves are. Just keep going all the way down. Keep repeating that step. And don't forget underneath where the stringed area is. Darken that to show a shadowed area. We're gonna paint the background and just almost like mess it up a little bit. We're gonna go in with our large brush, and it'll be white paint. And we're just gonna start painting in this background, and that's gonna make our football stand out even more. And you don't want it perfect. You wanna make it a little messy looking. So I'm gonna get it on both sides at the top. Go around it. Okay. Okay. After I put in all this white, I'm going to add in some of the darker areas, which will be just black. Okay, I'm gonna get some more white over here. Okay, that's looking really good. Get at the bottom. It's just making our football stand out a little bit more. So I'm also going to go ahead on and get a little bit of black and add in some of, I want black straight over here. Just brush that in there. Okay. And I want a little bit of black over here. Okay. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to swipe it like that. And do the same thing there. And we're just making this whatever way we want to do it. And I have a little black spot right here. We're just going to swipe it across, okay? Black, swipe it across. See how we're messing that up? But it's intentional, okay? Abstract like. Okay? That's turning a little gray, and that's completely fine. Now I'm going to do some black over here in this corner. Bring it down. Okay, now I'm going to clean my brush, and I'm going to do the same thing with white. Intentionally add it and swipe it like that. I'm going to do a little bit more. Okay. A little bit over here. And this is our little spot where it was supposed to be super highlighted. Bring that back. Don't want to lose my light. Just adding paint, white paint on here. If you just stack it on and show those brush strokes, it's going to look very, very cool. Some white there. Brush it off. Okay, it's looking so good, but guess what else I'm going to do now? I am going to add in this pop of color. Clean your brush real good, dip in the water, dry your brush, and go in with the pop of color choice you want. And you can put it wherever. I'm gonna put a spot here, brush it across, put another spot over here. Oops. And I'm gonna put another spot here. And this just goes wherever you want to put it. Doesn't have to be in any specific way. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit over here. I think this is all the fun part. Bring that back a little bit, that curvy line. Okay, my favorite color. You pick your favorite color. I want a little bit here. Make it look all beat up or whatever. Yep, it's looking so good. And just have fun with that. Some more white coming on top of that. I'm gonna add a little more brown to some of the areas also, because I do want that to be a part of the painting background as well. Okay, one of the final steps is going to be a little bit of ink splat, which is like my favorite part. I'm going to start with black, and I'm going to get a little bit of water on my canvas or palette, whatever you're using. And you got to get it like really like juicy. Take your large brush, you can fling it like that. Make sure you have some protective stuff down. I have a backdrop up and stuff covered. Now I'm going with my white. I cleaned my brush. I think I'm gonna try my medium brush. I think it's a little firmer. Water on the palette. Mix it in with the paint. And I'm going to try to flick it this time. See if it works. No. There it is. See that? And go up close to it. Get some good splatter there. And you can do this with whatever color you choose. I'm just going to do white and black. Now we'll move on to our final step, which is to sign it. Small brush, whatever color you're choosing. I'm gonna choose black, and I'm gonna put my signature right here. A bit of water, a little paint, and you can hardly see that. And there you have it. NFL Sunday, football, Super Bowl, whatever you want to do, paint party, or just paint at home. Make something for your man cave. Use your own pop of color. I'll see you next time.